Again, you can see my hands sweating through my gloves. But let's talk about, well, man, I was gonna say get into it more of like an overarching view, but I was talking to somebody the other day that supposedly works with the developmentally disabled, and I have learning disabilities, and I was trying to tell the guy this, like, yeah, no, I got learning disabilities. According to the state, I'm mentally retarded, and he didn't want to hear that from me. He's like, no, you ride a unicycle, you can do freestanding handstand push-ups, I think you're smart. It's like, yeah, just because people think I'm educated and I can do these things that people can't doesn't mean I wasn't born with learning disabilities. It just means when I just took 2 extra steps to do everything that these people would have done without that 2 extra steps. That's what it means to be living with a learning disability. But this guy seems to think that they're all squished. They're like, he just thinks they're all Downs. He just thinks they're all like fucking cerebral palsy and all have like window lickers and shit. He doesn't think people like me. He tried to put it in like a less rude context, but the context was, hey, you look too normal to be a retard. It's like, well, bye. It's like, hey man, we don't all look the same. I have mad learning, like I said, I've been, like my whole life, I've had learning disabilities. Math has been especially hard for me, but I worked doubly hard at math to get good. What's up, dog? And so, when I meet somebody who fucking, tries to tell me like, oh, by the way, all these people who, you know, have mental disabilities have to be Downs people, or they have to, they can't look normal. I'm like, yeah, fuck you, dude. You work with these kids? You work with these kids and you don't think just because somebody was born with a mental disability they can't do something you can't do? That's a fucking problem, my man. Maybe we're not making progress is because the people that try to be making this progress they view the people they're taking care of as very, very dark aspects. They view them as a collection of diseases and of burden instead of human beings that have flaws but that can overcome them. They view them as their flaws instead of people, which is ridiculous in my mind, because are you your backache? Are you your hurt knees? No, we all have medical problems. We all have things we become greater than the sum of our parts because of. Yeah, thanks, man. It's just, it ticked me off. Like, yeah, I ride a unicycle, and the guy's like, retards can't ride unicycle. Man, you know what? Yeah, it just gets me, man. When somebody, it works with, what gets me the most is he claims to work with the guy. He also claims to have studied language. I kind of thinking neither of those are true because he doesn't know fuck all about English, and he knows fuck all about disabled people. I'm hoping he doesn't work with these people, but I'm taking him as his word that 24/7, 365, he's the guy that's reinforcing these kids have problems. When we say the word retard, he's the one reinforcing. He's like, well, you can't look normal and not be retarded. It's like, well, as far as medically, yeah, we all can. Personally, it's my opinion. But you hear the word retard and you think about some fucker with cerebral palsy because he looks different instead of like, I don't know, medical diseases, which is what they are. It's a fucking problem. And you can get over it. But apparently not according to this guy. Fucking asshole, man. And the guy tried to lecture me. Like I was the asshole. Purposely misconstrued what I said. Because I told him, he was talking about neuroatypical people, and I was like, yeah, by people that are neurologically atypical, you mean people with Downs. And he got so mad, he's like, no, you said that! I was like, yeah, no, but right before you said I don't have problems because I look too normal. So, either I look too normal and you think of all people who have these problems as fucking window lickers, or you view, I don't know, man, I can't get into it. I had to come out here and smoke a shitload of resin to stop thinking about armbarring that dude's fucking joints into dust. But that's the whole thing. I've spent lots of time working real hard at becoming who I am. And people don't see my limitations because they're not trying hard. And my limitations aren't me. The limitations that these people that you experience around them, they're not you. They're not them. You aren't your limitations. You are greater than the sum of your parts. You are more, dude, it's so crazy. It's like, fuck, dude. Oh, man, it pissed me off, too, honestly. Like, it made me mad, dude. I also, yeah, maybe you're talking about the martial arts shit, yeah. I got kicked in the head when I was young. It fucked my brain up. Beyond what I was already born with. We'll put it that way. So, yeah. Don't view people as their limitations. We are far more than what holds us back. Because every great person, every great champion, fucking Beowulf had to fight the dragon in its cave with no help and a melted sword, man. Fucking Frodo had to go to Mount Doom in the center of Mordor, dog. Had to spit there, right on my shoe. 10 points, slick. You had to gain something. Frequently, you have to go into the Forest of Darkness. You have to go into the Dragon's Lair. So that's what makes you you. It's not the limitations. Beowulf wasn't made by his broken sword. Frodo wasn't made by the kind of. Frodo was Frodo before and after the ring. You are more than what people view you as. Stop viewing yourself as your limitations. Stop letting people view you as your limitations. Fucking answer no calls to fucking surrender. Take what's yours. And I was talking to this guy yesterday. I was like, hey man, we live in a wild, wonderful, crazy time. The risks are great, but the rewards are also great, and to the fucking daring go the spoils. I hope you guys have a fucking fantastic day.